everyone, my name is Cindy and today I am going to show you how to make your own Pinterest recipe board. So Pinterest can be really helpful if you want to make specific boards for specific projects, and recipes are no different. So first off, you're going to need to go to the website. It is pinterest.com. And you do need to sign up for an account. It's free. All you need is an email address. You can also sync it with if you have Gmail or if you have Facebook. It's super easy. And then you'll come here to the home page. If you haven't signed up for Pinterest before, this part might be a little bit sparse. I've used Pinterest for a while, so it's generated a bunch of things it thinks I'd be interested in. But to specifically make a Pinterest recipe board, what you're going to do is you're going to go over here to your right hand side and you're going to click on your little icon. These show all of your boards, everything you have. As you can see, I have a bunch of them. And then you just go on over to this plus sign over here where it says create board, and you click on board. You're going to give it a name. I'm going to call it Pinterest recipe board test because I think I already have a personal Pinterest recipe board. You can give a date, like if you want to have a date for the project. You can also make it secret if you don't want anyone to know, like you don't want your family to know that you're planning something, or you can just keep it public, it doesn't matter. And then you hit create. Alright. So as soon as you create it, it's going to generate some ideas based off the name. If you have a really generic name like Cindy's board, it might not give you really good stuff. But if you name it like recipe board or Christmas recipe board or holiday food recipe board, it might give you some good recipes up front. And you see all these pictures, all you have to really do is hover over one. Let's go to this one. Hover over one and you see where it says save. You click save and it is save. Let's see, let's look at save and save, and why not save? And you can do this for as long as you want, or you can not use any of these suggested ones and hit done when you're all done. Now, as you see, it has saved everything that I have saved. And it's also giving me more ideas. But what if you want to look for something specific? For example, that's when you can use the Pinterest search function. Let's say I want to make something like for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving appetizers looked really good. So I start typing in whatever my search is, and you can either type the full phrase or you can click on some of the suggestions. And when you do so, you're going to get all of these options. So many. And you're going to do something very similar to what we just did a bit ago, which is you hover over what looks interesting. I thought these little deviled eggs one looked interesting because they look cute. And then it's going to suggest the board that you save it under, but I don't want to save it under food. I want to save it under Pinterest recipe board test. So if you don't want to use that, you do have to click on the name, click on the down arrow, and then hover over the board you want to click on. You can also scroll down and hit save, and then it's saved. And I'll do that for a few more. Once again, I want my Pinterest recipe board. Cranberry cheese spread looks amazing, and save. And just do that for as long as you want. Click on any of the ideas that you want. It's fine. And then to make sure that everything's saved to my board, I'm going to click on my name again. And I'm going to have to scroll all the way down to where my board is, Pinterest recipe board. Let's see if it's saved. And there we go. As you might have noticed, I did have to refresh because it didn't immediately show up, but everything I wanted to save was saved. So it's basically that simple. And you can also just only use Pinterest, but you might also have some websites or some cooks that you really like to save from. For example, I really like Bon Appetit. I really like some of their suggested recipes. So I'm going to just scroll on down until I see something that I like. How about healthy dinner recipes? And I'm going to click on whatever that is. And I want to save this to my Pinterest board. But as I scroll down, gosh, I don't really see. Ooh, I gotta see if there is an option. I scrolled further down, and you can see there's a P for Pinterest. So if you click on the P on the website, it'll pop you right over to your Pinterest page, and then you can choose whatever it is you want and hit save. You can also choose to follow if you want, and then you can go to see it now to make sure that it's saved. So let's double check that. I'm back at my Pinterest board. I'm going to refresh it. And look, there is my Bon Appetit recipes right there. And it's totally ready for me to look at anytime I want. You can do that with a bunch of different websites too. Like I also enjoy Delish. Yeah, chili looks great. So I'm going to click on the chili con carne recipe. And you can see there is also a Pinterest pin. And I just have to click on my Pinterest pin. It comes right over to Pinterest. And I've got my top choice right there, which is what I want. And I'm going to hit save. And it's done. I can also follow Delish, which I'm going to because that'll be helpful to me. And then I'm going to go back to my Pinterest board over here. Let's see if it did save. We're going to refresh it. And there it is. There is my chili con carne recipe from Delish. And that's pretty much as easy as it is. You can just click on the Pinterest button for different websites. Just choose whichever board you want it to be at. And you have got yourself a wonderful Pinterest recipe board to use for any holiday or special occasion or season. So I hope you found this quick look into how to make a Pinterest recipe board helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on our video or to always email me at Cindy, CINDY, BUTOR@pspl.org, and I'd be happy to help you set up a Pinterest board. Have a great day.